What if I told you the US government is quietly delivering free groceries straight to the homes of retired seniors, and most people have absolutely no idea this exists? It sounds unbelievable, right? Like one of those internet rumors that spread, but are never true. While millions of elderly Americans are struggling to afford groceries, skipping meals, or stretching canned goods just to survive, others are receiving weekly food boxes with fresh produce, dairy, and pantry staples delivered directly to their door, and they are not paying a single cent. What makes this so shocking is that the program is completely legitimate, government-funded, and designed specifically for older adults living on low or fixed incomes. The reason you have not heard about it is not because it is secret, but because almost no one talks about it. It is buried under paperwork, complicated websites, and long-winded explanations that most people simply do not have the time or energy to dig through. The reality is, many seniors are silently suffering. They open the fridge and see only a carton of eggs, a few slices of bread, maybe a half-empty jar of peanut butter. Some feel embarrassed to ask for help. Others do not even know they are allowed to. Yet right now, there is a solution already in place to change this. And the best part is that it requires no long lines, no transportation, and often no online registration at all. This is not charity. It is not a handout. It is a benefit that was created with taxpayer money to ensure that Americans who built this country are not left behind in their later years. And still, most people do not know it exists. If you are watching this right now, or if you have a parent, a grandparent, or a neighbor who is struggling to afford food, then you need to hear this. There is a way to bring food, security, and peace of mind back into your life, and it starts with knowing your rights. Because once you know the truth, once you understand how this program works and how simple it is to check if you qualify, everything changes. You no longer have to feel like a burden. You no longer have to cut pills in half just to buy groceries. You are not alone, and help is not only available, it is already on its way for those who take the first step. Stay with me, because in the next few minutes you're going to learn something that could change not just your life, but the life of someone you care about deeply. This is about dignity. This is about respect. And this is about finally giving our seniors the support they have always deserved every single day across the United States. Millions of seniors wake up with one thought lingering in their minds. How am I going to eat today? Some shuffle into their kitchens to find only a few cans on the shelf, a half loaf of bread, maybe some leftovers from 2 nights ago. They stare at the fridge, hoping something new will magically appear, but it never does. Others skip breakfast entirely because they are trying to stretch their food until the end of the month. They drink water to calm the hunger and pretend it is enough. And all of this is happening not in distant places, but in American towns and cities, in quiet apartments, in mobile homes, and in senior communities all around us. It is a silent crisis that rarely makes headlines, but it is real, and it is heartbreaking. Many older adults live on fixed incomes that barely cover rent, medications, and utilities, leaving little or nothing for groceries. Prices go up, but their benefits stay the same, and every trip to the grocery store becomes a stressful balancing act, choosing between food and the basics of survival. Some are too proud to ask for help, believing that struggling in silence is better than admitting they need support. Others simply do not know where to turn or think the system is too complicated or out of reach, so they keep suffering, eating smaller portions, skipping meals, or relying on cheap, processed foods that do nothing to support their health and energy. The emotional weight of this is even heavier than the physical hunger. It creates shame, isolation, and fear. It chips away at a person's sense of worth to know they worked hard their entire lives, paid into the system, raised families, contributed to society, and are now left to wonder if they will have enough to eat tomorrow. It is a pain that goes beyond the stomach. It lives in the heart and in the soul. No one talks about it at the pharmacy or in church or even with neighbors, because hunger carries a quiet stigma, and seniors especially have been taught to keep their struggles private. But the truth is, this pain is far more common than most people realize, and it does not have to be this way. There are programs already in place, funded by the government, that were created specifically to address this exact problem. Programs that deliver food straight to the homes of seniors, with no cost, no hassle, and no shame attached. And yet, so few people know about them or understand how to access them. That is the true tragedy, because behind every closed curtain and every empty cupboard, there is a person who deserves better. They deserve to feel safe, to feel supported, to feel full again, not just full of food, but full of hope. Now, imagine for a moment that things could be different. Imagine waking up in the morning and hearing a knock at the door. When you open it, there is a box full of fresh fruits, vegetables, grains, and proteins waiting just for you. Not as a handout, but as a benefit you deserve. Imagine the peace of mind that would bring, knowing you do not have to skip meals or stress over grocery bills anymore. Imagine the relief of knowing someone out there remembered you, respected you, cared enough to make sure you have what you need to live with dignity. This is not just a dream. It is a real program already running in many parts of the United States, quietly helping thousands of seniors every day without fanfare, without complicated processes, and without cost. It is called the Commodity Supplemental Food Program, or CSFP, and it is one of the best-kept secrets in the country. It was created for people just like you, older Americans who worked hard, raised families, paid their taxes, and now face the challenge of doing more with less. This program was designed to fill that gap, to make sure that no senior has to wonder if they will eat tomorrow. It delivers monthly food boxes directly to the homes of qualifying individuals, filled with healthy, shelf-stable items like canned vegetables, fruits, rice, cereal, and even cheese, all tailored to meet the nutritional needs of seniors over 60. And the best part is, you do not need to drive anywhere or stand in long lines. In many states, local organizations even handle the delivery, so all you have to do is be home and answer the door. It is that simple. No stress, no shame, just food and dignity. And yet, despite all of this, many seniors still have no idea this program exists. They suffer in silence, believing they are out of options, when in reality, help has been available all along. It just takes one step to change that. One phone call, one conversation, one moment of awareness to start the process. This is not a government secret or a complicated bureaucracy. It is a lifeline hiding in plain sight, and it is time more people knew about it. If you are tired of worrying if the food will last until the end of the week, if you are exhausted from stretching your dollars and your meals, if you want something better for yourself or someone you love, then keep listening, because in the next chapter, the turning point that could bring back security, comfort, and peace into your daily life. Because you deserve that and so much more. Tucked away in government documents and managed by local agencies, there exists a powerful yet largely unknown program that could be the answer to what so many American seniors need. It is called the Commodity Supplemental Food Program, or CS, and despite its official-sounding name, what it delivers is simple and life-changing. Real food, every single month, directly to the homes of people aged 60 and older who qualify. It is one of the most compassionate government initiatives most people have never heard of, and it is designed specifically to fight food insecurity in retirement. CSFP is not just about handing out random food. It provides a steady, reliable source of nutrition chosen with seniors in mind. Each box contains shelf-stable items that are nourishing, familiar, and easy to use. Things like canned fruits and vegetables, rice, pasta, low-fat milk, cereal, peanut butter, canned meats, and even blocks of real cheese. These are the ingredients that allow someone to cook full meals with dignity and comfort. And while it may not sound like much, the impact is enormous. For a senior living on a limited income, just one of these boxes can mean the difference between anxiety and peace, between going hungry and having a full plate. What makes CSFP even more powerful is how it is delivered. Many local agencies offer home delivery, so you do not have to drive, take a bus, or stand in line. If you qualify, the food comes to you. In some areas, you even get a call beforehand to confirm the time, so all you have to do is open the door. It is completely free. No charges, no surprise fees, and no hidden requirements. All you need is to be over 60, meet the income guidelines, and live in a participating area. And yes, there are many counties and cities across the United States already offering this program, with more being added all the time. What makes this feel almost magical is that so few people know it exists. It is like finding a key to a door you did not even know was yours. For years, this program has quietly worked in the background, helping tens of thousands of seniors without fanfare or attention. But now, it is time for that to change. Now, it is your turn to benefit, not from a flyer or a government office, but from someone who wants you to feel safe, supported, and fed. Because this program was built for people like you. People who gave their best to this country and now deserve to receive something back. In return, something as basic and essential as food. Something as powerful and healing as peace of mind. Now that you know about the Commodity Supplemental Food Program, or CSFP, the next step is learning how to get started. And here's the good news. The process is simple, the help is real, and you are not alone. First, check if the program is available in your area. Since CSFP is managed by local food banks and senior service agencies, you can start by typing in your browser, the name of your state, followed by CSFP Food Program. This will often lead you to a local site or contact number. You can also call your local food bank directly or visit a nearby senior center and ask if they help with enrollment. The requirements are straightforward. You must be at least 60 years old, live in a participating area, and meet the income guidelines set by the federal government. These are designed to help those who truly need support, and most people living on Social Security alone do qualify. To apply, you will usually need to provide basic documents like a photo ID and a statement of income, such as your Social Security benefit letter. Once approved, you are placed on the delivery or pickup schedule depending on how your local agency operates in many areas. Volunteers or staff will bring the food boxes directly to your door. No long lines, no transportation needed, just real food delivered with care. The boxes contain a consistent mix of shelf-stable items, canned fruits and vegetables, pasta, beans, rice, peanut butter, cereal, cheese, and more. It is designed to last through the month and help build full meals. You do not have to reapply every month. Most programs only require a brief recertification, once or twice a year. If you ever have trouble filling out forms or using a computer, ask someone you trust for help. A family member, a neighbor, even a local librarian or church volunteer can help you take that first step. Many offices also provide help in Spanish and other languages, so you will be understood and supported. What matters most is starting. That first call or visit could be the moment everything begins to change. Do not let fear or pride hold you back. This is not charity, this is your right. This is the government giving back to those who built this nation with their hands and hearts. A simple step, a powerful outcome. That is what CSFP can offer. Imagine waking up one morning, not to worry, but to calm, knowing that today there will be food on the table. Not scraps, not leftovers, but real meals made from ingredients selected with care and purpose. Imagine opening your front door and finding a box waiting for you filled with nutrition and dignity. A quiet message from the world that says you are not forgotten, you are not invisible, you still matter. For many seniors across America, this is already happening, and their lives are changing in ways they never expected. One woman in her 70s said she cried the first time she opened her CSFP box. Not because of the food, but because for the first time in years, she felt remembered. A veteran shared that having eggs and cereal again made him feel like a whole person. He cooked breakfast. He smiled. He looked forward to tomorrow. These stories are not rare. They are happening every day in quiet kitchens, in living rooms, in small apartments where hope had once faded. And the reason is simple. When people receive food, they also receive energy, control, and a return of self-respect. Hunger does not just empty the stomach, it drains the spirit. It creates silence, shame, and stillness. But food, especially food given with care and consistency, does the opposite. It gives rhythm back to the day. It brings back flavor, both to meals and to life. Seniors who were once skipping meals start cooking again. Some even start gardening or calling old friends. Their health improves, their smiles return. All because someone delivered a box with intention, compassion, and respect. That is what CSFP offers. It is not just nutrition. It is emotional rescue. It tells people they are not alone. It gives them reason to keep going. And it proves that support, even when simple, can be deeply powerful. If you are wondering if this small action can really change your life, look at those who have already walked this path. Listen to their voices, watch their transformation. You will see it is not just about groceries. It is about freedom. It is about the ability to live with strength and calm. And that begins with one choice, one call, one box. That is all it takes. To start changing everything now that you know the truth, you know this program is not a rumor or a myth, but a real solution already changing lives across the country. You know that, behind the struggle, behind the silence, there is a box filled with care, nutrition, and respect, already on its way to the doorsteps of seniors who need it most. This is not about asking for help. It is about accepting what you have already earned. You worked, you contributed, you paid your dues. Now it is your time to receive. Dignity does not expire with age. Rights do not fade in retirement. You deserve to feel safe, to feel supported, to feel full. If you are listening to this and you see yourself or your parent or someone you care about in this message, then do not wait. This is your moment. Look up CSFP in your area. Call your local food bank. Ask the question, am I eligible? Let that be your next step. If you are already enrolled or receiving support, then share this message with someone who may not know. Your words could unlock a door for someone else. That is how change spreads, quietly, kindly, from one person to another. And if you believe, truly believe, that no senior in America should go hungry, then leave a comment right now and write these words. I choose to protect our seniors with knowledge and care. Let that be your voice, your declaration, your commitment. This is not the end. This is the beginning of something better. A new chapter, where food comes not as a favor, but as a right, where help is not hidden, but shared, where our elders are not forgotten, but honored. You have the power to change. A life today, maybe even your own. Asterisk.